Good morning, everyone. Welcome to All Things Cruises. My name is Krista Wiley. Thanks all for joining us. Today, we are going to go over Viking Cruises. I always have to make sure not to say Viking River Cruises, because Viking does do a lot beyond just river. So we are going to we're going to walk through all of the different aspects. We're going to walk through that portal. We're going to check it out. And if we have time at the very end, we will definitely kind of walk through a booking. So that way you guys can take a look at that. Now, is everyone registered with Viking? And the reason I ask this is because I get a lot of questions from agents who say, but we're not connected with Viking. I'm not able to register with Viking. What? So I want to make sure that I don't think I am. It's okay. I'm going to show you guys. Usually, guys, I just tell you how to do it, but I'm going to show you because it's not tricky, but if you don't know where to find it, then I guess it could be tricky. So let me go ahead and show you. All right, let's go ahead and go over to the Travel Cafe. Possibly. Even it's having a hard time waking up this morning. All right, so we're in the Travel Cafe, you guys. I think one of the most underutilized things in any of our chats, groups, and on the Travel Cafe is this little search button, this little search bar up here, right? So let's type in Viking. And then Viking Cruises. And then if you guys scroll down, it's going to show you guys how to register. Go to their portal, click create account, use this number in the identification number field when setting up a new account. Pretty darn easy. You guys all followed that? Pretty easy. You guys can all do that. Go to the search bar, type in Viking. Yes, yes, yes. Give me a yes in the chat box. You guys all think that you guys could do that? Awesome. Did it with me. I love that. That's the easiest way, right? Follow along as I'm doing it. So yes, Viking Cruises, you guys, please make sure that you register for them, because as Sharon mentioned a little bit ago, they have phenomenal commissions. Phenomenal. Now, these are not going to be this is not going to be your Carnival, your Royal Caribbean. This is a more luxury brand, and I absolutely do love them. I did have the opportunity a couple of years ago. I did do a pretty big booking with Viking, and some things have changed since I've done that booking, but not a whole lot. So we're going to go ahead and walk through Viking. So when you sign in, all right, this is what the page looks like. One of the things also that we're going to talk about is affiliate marketing. For those of you guys that were already registered, did you guys know that you have an affiliate link with Viking? Iris said no. Amanda, what do you put for oops, that went too fast. What do you put for agency relationship? I wasn't registered. What are the options? It was a long time ago that I registered, so I don't remember. That's how I got my first client. Really, Sharon? That's awesome. Yes, yes, yes. I didn't know. Yeah, Victoria. There is. So we're going to go through that as well, right? You guys, what does everybody know what affiliate links are? I do a training. I'm actually thinking about redoing another training on affiliate links, but basically utilizing the links that our vendors and suppliers give us. So if your clients happen upon your link and they book it themselves, you make money and commissions. There's a couple of cruise lines, there's a couple of vendors. There's a couple of different excursion type places that do it as well. Host, agent, independent contractor. So hosted agent, independent contractor, right? Archer Travel is our host agency, and we are all independent contractors. Where do you put your links? I will show you guys. Thankfully, Viking doesn't take a whole lot of time to go through, and so I'm going to kind of show you guys what to do with that link once we get in there. I'd love to. I love it. I love it. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and go through this. We're going to skip the make a booking section. We're going to obviously manage bookings. We can't manage one right now because I don't have one that we can manage, but there is a manage my booking section where you guys can go ahead and you would see your bookings in there. Personalized marketing resources. One thing that people always say is, I don't know how to market. I don't know where to find information to market. How do I market my business, right? All of our vendors and suppliers, they give us some kind of marketing material. You just have to go in there and look at it. You just have to go in there and use it. You just have to go in there and brand it, right? It's that easy. But for some reason, I think the hardest part is just getting on there and doing it. But once you do, you guys will see here, there are brochures, there's current promotions and toolkits, digital marketing material, email campaigns. How many people are utilizing email campaigns? How many people are utilizing email campaigns? I know a couple people in here that are. Email marketing, not yet. I need to. So email marketing, that's a big one, right? How many of you guys get emails from other companies? How many of you guys get emails from other companies? Iris says tons. Yes, yes, that's email marketing. Right, Jackie, you were someone I was thinking of for sure, right? Email marketing, putting it together. Email marketing, that's a huge one. Now there are lots of different sources out there that you can use for email campaigns. You just have to find the one that makes sense to you. Putting it together all the time, not yet. That will be on my list this week. I don't have it. So Michelle, great point. I don't have an email list. Where and how do we create email lists? Tons. I just had to clean up my thousands, level up all day long. How do we create email lists? Right? How many of you guys are doing vendor shows? How many of you guys are getting out into communities? How many of you guys are communicating and talking with people, other business owners? How many of you guys are making professional connections? Every time that you give information, you need to be getting information. So if you give your business card to somebody, make sure that you get their information that way, that you can, right? Giving somebody a business card is great, but there's no guarantee that they're ever going to reach out to you, right? So get their information so that way you can reach out to them. Start creating an email list, right? For those of you guys that are also doing the optional side of the business, every time that you get a connection or you have somebody who's interested in the business, maybe they decide that the business opportunity isn't for them, they now join your email list. Now, the wonderful thing about email marketing is that there is a law that requires that they have an unsubscribe or not interested or stop mailing me button. So even if you send it out and they don't want it, they can unsubscribe. So don't feel like you're bugging them beyond their wishes. If they don't want to, they can leave it. Waiting on my business cards to come in. I make crafts to do fixing to start setting up our local farmers markets and going to have flyers and stuff out along with my crafts. Yeah. So anywhere, you guys, the digital world is amazing. Anytime you're giving information, make sure you're capturing their information. So you'd be surprised how quickly you can actually create an email list. Now, my newsletter that I have like 7,000 people subscribed to, I don't have their emails, but anytime I put out a newsletter, it emails directly to them. Some people use BranchUp. There's all types of different ones. I want to say, there's even some parts, I think, of Travify or Travel Joy. I know that there's a couple of different ones out there that you guys can utilize that do email marketing. Like the list is literally long. You just have to figure out which one works best for you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had missed what we're putting in the search bar to find just Viking. Just put the word Viking. Which do you recommend? Well, right now I just utilize my I utilize my newsletter. That's what I do. I also have a subscription on my website. People can subscribe to my website. I have that. But I know that there's a couple of different ones out there that people prefer. So email campaigns. If you guys are wanting to do email campaigns, you guys can get into that. Digital marketing, image library. So even if you are just wanting images, if you guys want to print collateral, travel advisor materials, and video library. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a video for those of you guys that don't know kind of what the brand is about. I usually don't play these videos, but I am going to play them because, like I said, a lot of you guys don't know about Viking. And let me make sure I share my audio.
Dear Viking guests, I'm coming to Fjordside in Oslo, and I've just been on board the Viking Mars. The ship docks just across the harbor from my home here. She's currently sailing one of the most popular itineraries we have, the Viking Homelands, which is 15 days between Bergen and Stockholm. It has an overnight here in Oslo, and if you've never been here, Oslo is one of my favorite cities, particularly on summer days like today. It's hard to believe that the little company we started on August 5, 1997, has become the Viking of today. 26 years ago, we invented the category of modern river voyages, and soon after, we started the concept on the waterways of Europe. In 2012, we introduced our Viking longships, which have revolutionized European river voyages. In 2015, we reinvented small ship ocean voyages and brought a focus back to the destination. In the years since, we have built an identical fleet of elegant all-veranda sister ships. In the last year, we have launched new state-of-the-art ships designed to take our guests even further, to Antarctica and the Arctic. We have also launched new voyages that are closer to home for many of our guests, on the Mississippi River and on the Great Lakes. Both are regions of North America best explored from the water. As we have grown, we have become a global brand, One Viking, with 10,000 employees exploring 88 countries, 18 rivers, 5 oceans, 5 Great Lakes, and all 7 continents, and all in comfort. As we have grown, we have also become one extended Viking family of staff and guests. More than 80% of our crew are retained each year, a rate that is the highest in the industry by far, and a source of great pride. We want all Viking colleagues, once they join the Viking family, to stay. We feel the same about our guests. Once you travel with Viking, we want you to travel with us always. Now, did you know? More than 600,000 people have taken 2 or more trips with Viking, and a select few of you have taken more than 40 trips with us. I like to say that we are contrarians. At Viking, we do things differently. We do not try to be all things to all people, which is why you will find no children and no casinos on board any of our ships. Our approach has resonated with curious travelers like you, and we are very proud that the readers of Travel and Leisure have voted Viking the best in the 2023 World's Best Awards. Not only have we been named the #1 ocean line once again, but our expedition voyages have also been named #1 in the first year of operations. And once again, We are a world's best river line. On top of that, Viking is also rated at the top for the rivers, oceans, and expeditions by Condé Nast Traveler. No other cruise line have ever received the same honors by both these publications at the same time. We are very proud of everything that we have accomplished in the last 26 years. But as I said, we do things a bit differently at Viking, which is why we're always searching for better. In the years to come, we will continue to expand our river fleet, building new ships on the rivers of Europe, Egypt, and beyond. We will also welcome more new, identical ocean ships. And of course, we'll work even harder to continue delivering meaningful experiences for curious travelers. In that spirit, on behalf of the entire Viking family, I invite you to travel with us again. Whether you have sailed with us one time or many times, there will always be more of the world to explore, new journeys to embark upon, new memories to make. And now is an ideal time to plan for future travel. If you have sailed with us on the rivers, perhaps you would be interested in a thoughtfully planned ocean or expedition voyage. Alternatively, if you have only ever sailed on the oceans, a voyage on the rivers of Europe on board one of our revolutionary Viking longships is not to be missed. We still have space in 2024, and 2025 days are now open, with even more choices available. So I thank you for your time and for your interest in Viking. We hope to welcome you on board again soon. Onwards.
Awesome, awesome. Like I said, it was best explained through the video for you guys to watch, but I love the voice. Yes, did you guys catch the two things they also don't have?
Children or casinos.
No kids and no casinos. So again, if your clients are wanting an experience with no kids, right, you can add that to a cruise line that they can go on, right, with no kiddos. I know my parents are we're working on a river cruise for them right now. So, but that is absolutely another thing on there. And they have some great awards, but you guys can, like I said, here in the marketing center, you guys can get any of your brochures, their list. If they are currently having any webinars, they will list their webinars here, or any recordings that they may have as well. So if you guys want to come in here and look up their webinars, you guys can here under the marketing center. All right, so now we're going to go down here, Travel Advisor Academy. So you guys can do your training. They do have an option for, you'll do the intro, you'll do ocean, you'll do river, as well as the expedition. So you guys can do your Viking Travel Advisor Academy here. There are some benefits to doing your training. So $100 per booking incentive on your Viking reloadable Visa card for every confirmed booking made within 30 days of successfully completing the academy. A certificate of completion acknowledging that you have completed the Viking Travel Advisor Academy. A digital badge for continuing education units, membership into our Viking graduate community, eligible for special travel advisor cruise rates and FAM sailings. So for those of you guys that like to get cruise discounts, or for those of you guys that are interested in those FAM sailings, I would definitely do your training with Viking. Get on the list for those. All right, then the next one is going to be resources. So trainings and webinars, there's an image library, why sell Viking. This is the big one, right? FAQs. These are the things that I think a lot of people need to go in and they need to read just with any of our different vendors and suppliers, because you can find a lot of information just by simply reading. Stupid question, maybe, but what if we aren't 55 and over? Will they allow us to? Yeah, there's no age requirement. It's not a 55 and over cruise line. It just doesn't have kids on it. My clients created a booking with Viking. What are the payment guidelines? What forms of payment are accepted? How can I guarantee the price of my client's reservation? So on and so forth, different things here. What are the payment guidelines? This is something that I think Viking is a little bit different on. They do have their pay off dates are a little bit different than most other cruise lines. In general, in addition, an initial deposit of $500 per person is required unless otherwise indicated based on current promotions. For some promotions, blah, 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 right? You guys can come through here and read about their cancellation. When do we receive commission? Do you pay commission on airfare? Does Viking obtain seating assignments? Correct. They advertise, so all companies gear towards a certain type of clientele. It's going to be a slower paced cruise. It's going to be more educational based, more luxury based. So that doesn't mean that people under 55 can't go. It just means that that's who they do their marketing towards. How do they rate compared to others as far as price? They are going to be they are more expensive, but you also have to understand what you're getting with a river cruise, right? They're a luxury brand, right? So booking a cruise, trip and documents, pre and post packages, life on board, and just some other stuff on there. But I'm going to show you, Richard, we're going to go through a booking as well. It definitely is. They do, Tracy, which I'm going to show you as well. They do. They do like basic type ones, and then you can always add ones in addition to. Okay, so right here, you guys, this is what we were talking about my co-branded website. So guys, go on here. There's going to be two different websites that you're going to get. One is for river and one is for, I think, just like their regular cruise. Yeah, ocean. So come in here. You guys can change. If you guys read the instructions, it says that you can change these two boxes. So that way your co-branded site has your information. You guys can update the web address. This is what I put in mine. So this is what it looks like. So when you guys click on this, you guys will see here up at the very top, it says contact Travel by Tilly. Here's my phone number. They can get complimentary brochures, but this is what it looks like if they come onto your page and they book. Okay. So that is going to be that page. Then your ocean one. You could just toggle between rivers and expeditions as well. All right. Now, what do we do with these? There's lots of different things that we can utilize our links for. And obviously, I'm not going to do an entire affiliate marketing link, but I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can do with them. This one is a little bit more intricate, and then I'll show you some easier ones as well. So I'm going to my website. I do have a website outside of the Archer Evolution site. But if you come up here, you guys can see I have a book now button, and I have different affiliate links on my website. So you guys can put those there. If you guys go, I also have a link tree, which I just have the free one. So if anybody's wondering if it costs money, this one does not cost money. You guys can put in here your vacation, whatever you guys want. You guys can build them out. I currently have vacation quote, make money in the travel industry, book your Virgin Voyages cruise today, or Travel by Tilly YouTube. Facebook, we all have a Facebook. If we don't already have a Facebook, you guys just got homework and you guys are going to be creating a Facebook page or group or whatnot for your business. So let me go to my Facebook. Gonna take a minute to pop up. Oh, thank you. I love it too. General question, newbie here. When the cruise leaves from one port, do they come back to the same port with the same people on board? I was studying about Disney and other couple of cruises, and the itinerary always says leaves and ends at certain locations. So Cynthia, sometimes they're round trip, sometimes they're one way. So their river cruises, they're one way. They're going to, like, for instance, leave out of Budapest and they're going to end up in like Germany or wherever. So that's why it's important to just look at the itinerary and it will tell you. But yes, it's always the same people on the ship for that cruise. Yes, give me 1 second. I'm going to try to show you Facebook. All right, so if you guys scroll down on my Facebook, you guys can put in all of your affiliate links over here as well. So you guys can have your Virgin Voyages, you guys can have your Viking, you have your Golden Ticket, you can have your Viator, you can have your beaches, you can have your sandals. So all of those different sites, you guys can have them all here on your Facebook. So pretty easy to do there. All right, so that's just kind of a few ideas. Somebody asked, can you show your home? Iris, let me show you real fast. That is the home page of my. You can change those links into pictures. I'm sure I could. I don't know for sure. I don't know if that was a question or a statement, but I have not worked on or looked into doing that. So you guys do have those website addresses. And like I said, who is my website? Who is your website through? It's through GoDaddy. I use GoDaddy. Instagram, Pinterest, you guys name it. You guys can utilize those anywhere you want to. Even if you're doing a advertisement or you're doing a, you're doing a newsletter, you're doing a blog, you're doing whatever, you're talking about Viking cruises, maybe you're doing some information, throw your affiliate link in there. Yep, absolutely. So you guys can absolutely, like I said, you guys can put those on there. You guys can, whatever it is that you want to do with those affiliate links, right? All righty. Let's see. Viking rewards, you can read about it. You guys can read the different things here about it. I want to make sure we got enough time to go look at a booking. And then there's groups as well. So let's go ahead and look at make a booking. All right, so select a cruise type. Let's go ahead and do river. And then select cruise start date, range, and or length. So let's just say, let's go all the way to April of 2025. All right. Choose a cruise, America's Great River, America's Heartland, capitals of Eastern Europe, Chateau, rivers, and wine, Christmas along the Elbe, Christmas on the Danube. Obviously, we probably can't do Christmas in the Danube in April, right? So I'm just going to leave that here for just a second and then show results. Based on the criteria, it's going to show me 277 sailings, but we can always refine the search as well, right? So April 1st through the 10th, tulips and windmills, right? So let's go ahead and refine. Let's try to decrease the number of, so let's go ahead and look up Danube. Oh, they don't have any of that one. Let's see if there is. All right, show results. 4 is much better than 200. All right, so now it's going to show you the dates, April 6th through the 13th, April 13th through the 20th through the 27th, 27th through May 4th, right? It's going to show you the different rooms, their Explorer Suite, veranda stateroom, so on and so forth, right? Standard all the way up to the suite. My chat box is in the way. Let me move this real fast. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll click on book this cruise. Now, you guys can do bookings one of two ways. When I did my first one years ago, bye, Brandon. When I did mine years ago, I actually did it over the phone with them, and they're super helpful. They'll help you do your pre, your post, all of the different things. But you can absolutely do it online. When we start booking cruise lines, when we start booking cruise lines, can we add our you can put, once you do trainings, once you feel like you're a specialist or you specialize in something or you get a certification in something, you can add it. All right, build your cruise in just a few steps. Specify the number of guests, choose the sail date your client wishes to travel, select the stateroom, reserve your client's stateroom from all available inventory. So number of guests, this is the other thing that their rooms hold a capacity of 2. You're not going to get those 3, 4, 5, people in a cabin, right? If they cruised before, make sure you put their offer code in there, right? What kind of, this is the date, right, that they're going on, right? April 20th. It's hiding the sold out dates. And now we're going to kind of go into the stateroom. What do the staterooms look like? What do we want? So it's going to show you some pictures here of what those staterooms look like. Right? Not too shabby. What does the Explore Suite look like? Let's see if it'll show us. Pull it up. All right. So much bigger room. Looks like it's a corner. Much bigger bathroom. Off the back of the ship. There you go. So it's got kind of like that corner balcony. And we can go all the way down to kind of the standard. Got a little window. All right, so let's go ahead and let's let's see what a French balcony is. Personally, if I'm going on one of these river cruises, I'm getting a balcony. I'm a balcony person in general, so I don't foresee me not getting, not having it. Now, one of the things that I have noticed that river cruises do is that they have these balconies, but they're not true balconies. What they do is the door slides open, but there's no balcony to step out on. So you're just basically like opening the window. So that's what that is, the French balcony. And then I think the veranda, yeah, is actually gives you the step out on the balcony with a chair. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's just go ahead and stay on this one. So now you can pick the side, pick where on the ship you're going to want to be. Select the ship section for clicking on the ship or options below. You guys can click and look at the view, the deck plan. So where is everything on the deck? They're not very big boats, so it's not like it's going to be a huge one. So herb garden, solar panels, main deck, middle deck, upper deck, sun deck, library, internet, shops and reception, bridge, restaurant, lounge, aquavit terrace, right? So again, not a whole lot going on the ship, right? Here you guys can see the walking track, right? They have an herb, does that say an herb garden right there? Yep. And then this is probably the pool. And then you have a bar, you have a lounge, the buffet, aquavit terrace, so outside dining or outside seating. This is the restaurant, the kitchen. This is going to be reception. There's obviously a shop on board, and then some of your rooms. So these are going to be like your standard. These lower ones are going to be those ones that you're going to be able to, you guys can see kind of at the bottom. They just have these little port windows. We were showing you guys just the windows, right? Then you're going to move up to your, where is it? The French balcony rooms, and then you guys can see the veranda suites as well. So we're going to go ahead and let's go midship, middle deck. So it actually highlights where it is on the ship. So this is middle deck. And then it's going to give you the staterooms that are available. So select a stateroom, select a room by clicking on the ship map. So this is the ones that are available. These are the ones that are sold out. So 203, 209, so on and so forth. So just click on one and then click next. All right, so as you guys are building this, you guys can see on the right-hand side, it's going to include all of these things, right? It has your cruise in here. So Chateau, Rivers and Wine, Viking Farsetti, Bordeaux. So these ones end up in the same place, but always just double check that. Veranda stateroom, guest 1, guest 2. It includes port taxes and fees, meals, drinks, Wi-Fi, and more. 1 shore excursion per port is included. So now we're going to start building in the pre-cruise extensions. All prices are per person. So this one is 3 nights in Paris. This one is 3 nights Paris Premium. This one is 3 nights Bilbao and San Sebastian. You guys can click on here. Let's see. Let's just do this one. For instance, it's going to show you what is included. Indulge yourself with a stay at this Sofitel L'Escribe, an elegant hotel with historic heritage, your included tour, an intimate group, so on and so forth. All of this is included. 3 nights in premium Sofitel hotel, 3 meals. So it's going to include your breakfast, 1 small group guided Paris city tour, services of a Viking host, TGV train from Paris to Bordeaux, all transfers. It's going to give you the itinerary, day 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to tell you about the hotel. There's some pictures on here. So basically, it's going to give you 3 days in Paris prior to your cruise. It includes the 3 breakfasts and your hotel stays, and it's going to get you from Paris to the cruise. Now, this one is a fully guided tour. So this one is Bilbao, blah, 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 blah. It's going to discover Spain, intriguing Basque country, a picturesque region, so on and so forth. It's going to include the hotels. And it'll show you what is happening. So you guys can Let's go ahead and just select that just so you guys can see how it's building over here. So hotel extension, pre-cruise, you guys can see $15.99 per person. It's adding it onto the total. Now, post-cruise extension, let's say that they want to continue their vacation afterwards. Post-cruise extension, Lorraine Valley. It's going to include 2 hotel nights in the Loire Valley, 1 hotel night in Paris as shown or similar, 4 meals. So it's going to include 3 breakfasts and 1 dinner, 3 guided tours. These are the tours that it includes, fully escorted by your Viking tour director, and all transfers. You guys can see here exactly what they're doing, what the hotels are like, so on and so forth. So there's also pictures you guys can look at. Now, your clients, maybe they want to do a pre, make sure they get there on time, but maybe they don't want to do a post, but I'm going to go ahead and just include it so you guys can see here how it's adding up, right? You have your summary. Could you add pre and post after the booking? Yes. Cruise and then hotel extensions. They're on there. You guys have that summary. Here is the current page selections we'll show on the next step. So we will go through the commissions in just a little bit. Well, this is the commission for the cruise. Not too bad. For anniversaries, do they have any add-ons like chocolate or roses? I don't know. I've never looked into those sorts of things. Remember, they are a smaller ship, so it's going to be smaller. Now we're going to go ahead. We can add on Viking Air. Yes, I want to explore Viking exclusive air rates and benefits. Departure airport. Let's just put in LAX. I want to take this as far as we possibly can go. And because we've already put in the pre and post, it's going to be able to know where you need to go, where you need to be, and whatnot for everything else. So departure dates, returning date, they want premium economy. Air Plus, purchase Viking Air Plus or both. And then you guys can see it is adding, it's continuing to add over here. So guest 1 LAX, guest 2 LAX, ground transfers is already included. We've added that insurance on there, but you guys see down here, it is increasing the insurance as we build out the cruise, right? So extensions, there's over $700 in commissions just on these extensions that we've added, right? Yes, I'm going to go ahead and select the travel protection. You guys can see here, again, commissions are still being built out. So we have the cruise, we have the extension, we have the air, we have the Air Plus. Commissions is continuing to go up. All right, so we went ahead and we added the travel protection. So you guys can see down here, travel protection, again, commission on your travel protection. So they do allow you guys to earn commission on all of that different stuff, right? $2,915.78 commission, obviously 80%, right? On a $23,000 booking, not too shabby. Now, obviously this is as far as I can go. You would go ahead and fill out your client's information and click next. You guys, they make it very, very, very easy to book with them.